What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. Man, this thing is really getting stupid at this point, okay? Ran across this article on Inverse, all right? Stellar Blade and the male gaze. You know, attractive to who, right? This little tagline, attractive to who? They're saying there's this controversy about Stellar Blade and the fact that it has an attractive female character. And, you know, apparently people are upset about this attractive female character and they're starting to write articles. They're starting to complain about the male gaze, right? And I'm not going to go into this entire article, but basically what the writer is saying was like, well, why are we got to have a male gaze? Like, why is the male gaze something that people cater to? You know, all of these video game companies, and now we're starting to see movies coming out. You know, Sydney Sweeney, she gets it. Okay, male gaze, hell yeah. I'm going to become a billionaire off of male gazes. Okay. And again, why? Why is that? Well, because it's just plugged into who we are as red-blooded American men, all right, or Western culture men, or just men in general. Doesn't even matter where you're at in the world, all right? The male gaze is what has, you know, perpetuated populations, you know, for millennia. You know, like just looking at an attractive girl, oh, yo, I need to spit some game at this chick, man. This chick is hot. Woo! Okay. And yeah, people have figured out, oh, you can monetize the male gaze and give men something that they enjoy and make a lot of money off of yourself. You know, like you can do that. Why do you think we have like fashion models, you know, that go out there and, you know, keep their bodies in shape and look attractive and everything? You know, I mean, think about all of the things that, you know, are associated with men and women and the opposite sex and, you know, how we view this. Like, yeah, the male gaze is definitely something you play upon, right? Like, let me check this out. I'm curious about something. All right, so check this out. I found this little moving chart, right? It goes from 2014 to 2020. And this red pie section right here, which is the majority, it never leaves the 90 percentile, all right? And that's your heterosexual or straight people in the world, all right? 90 percentile. Why would you not try to play to the male gaze, you know, in terms of, oh, okay, you know, if we're putting a video game together or putting a movie together, let's get attractive people, get attractive characters, and let's just shove them in the game and let everybody enjoy that. Like, that's what's so funny about this whole thing, man. These people are so butthurt that the male gaze dominates. You know, it's our lizard brains, okay? Your lizard brain, you know, because what it is an attractive woman or an attractive man, if you are a woman, you know, it speaks to your instincts. It says, oh, okay, this person has good genes, somebody that we should procreate with, all right? You know, they got good genes, they're healthy, and they're not overweight and fat. They're not old, you know, like age plays a big factor into the healthy offspring of, you know, people that are having children, you know. So if somebody's up in their age, you know, it's like, you know, a guy might say, you know, you don't look as fertile, you know, as you might, you know, be able to. I mean, that's just our lizard brains, you know, basically explaining to you, this is why you should, you know, date this attractive person. This is why you are attracted to this attractive person. You know, so there's no like weird controversy about this. This is just normal human behavior, and these people are upset about it. But let's check this out real quick. Yeah, this is a really long article. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it starts off saying Stellar Blade, the upcoming sci-fi action RPG from Korean studio Shift Up, has been thrust into the center of video game culture wars that seem old as gaming itself. The fight can be most clearly seen of late in the vocal pushback against narrative consulting company Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. pops up everywhere, don't they? For pushing to have more diverse female characters. Yeah, just shoving diverse female characters where diverse female characters don't belong is a problem, all right? Do diversity right or don't do it at all. A select few Steam and Twitter users are up in arms. Now these vocal few are praising the buxom and bouncy protagonist of Stellar Blade. Eve, they say, evokes a time they miss when women in games used to be titillating and attractive. She caters to the so-called male gaze. Yeah, like we missed that in movies too. Again, which is why Sydney Sweeney is blowing all the way up. It's because that chick gets it. She's not an idiot. Like some of these people. Yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing. It jumps into this part right here, okay, talking about the male gaze is about the assumed straight male spectator. Yeah, we just saw that chart, okay? It's not an assumed straight male nothing, all right? We understand, again, let me go back to this. About 90+% of people are straight and heterosexual, and you would be smart if you were a company, you know, and you're making some sort of entertainment to play to this, all right? To play to the strongest demographic you got. Don't play to like these little slivers down in here, this 0.07% or whatever. Why would you try to make a game for these clowns? All right. Make it for this gigantic 93%, whatever. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. The assumed male straight. Man, it's mostly straight males. I swear, man. People are idiots. Developer Shift Up appears to be leaning into the male gaze heavily. On its Twitter account and in interviews, it has made sure to draw close attention to the fact that Eve's body is taken from scans of Korean model Shin Jae-eun. Game director Kim Young-tae justified the choice of body model by saying, "We wanted to come up with the most attractive looking body for the user." PlayStation's promotional material has backed this up with Instagram trailers, so on and so forth. Shipped Up didn't come back with a comment. Denny points out that this is textbook male gaze. Attractive to who? Asked Denny. To what gender? To what sexuality? To what nationality? A lot in that choice is assuming a lot of things about who the developers thinks the player is going to be. Well, how is Stellar Blade doing on video game sales? Let's talk about that. Stellar Blade currently the most pre-ordered game on the PlayStation Store. Yeah, so it seems to be working, okay? Male gaze seems to be working just fine, all right? Because, look, you're not here to preach to some stupid agenda. You're here to sell games, all right? You want to sell games. That's the whole point. Not to sit up here, oh, well, we're just trying to make everybody feel included. We're trying to do some diversity. We're trying to, no. Hey, we got to make money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So, yeah, when they're sitting up here, well, attractive to who? Attractive to gamers. Attracted to the people that have made this game the most pre-ordered game on the PlayStation Store, which is what all games should strive to be, all right? So I don't know what this guy is talking about, all right? They're assuming a lot of things. Well, they assumed correctly, because this game is blowing up. It's one of the biggest games that's about to drop this year. So, yeah, they made the right assumptions, this While Eve's body was made from a scan of Shin's, her face was made in-house, and Shin wasn't used for motion capture. They didn't choose an athlete or a martial artist or even an actor, said Denny. You don't want Shin as a performer. You just want her from the neck down. It seems to be very much a statement of the parts of this woman that are of value. Well, again, at the end of the day, this is what guys like to look at. I'm sorry y'all don't get it. I'm sorry you guys don't understand it. I'm sorry you guys are upset about it. But this is what guys want to see, all right? They like attractiveness. And we could do an in-house, face, all right? We'll just create the face that we want to make, but we want to get this woman's body, all right? So you just want the parts from the neck down. Yeah, she didn't seem to have a problem with it. Like I said, you go to models, okay? You start talking about models. Models have to go out of their way to eat right, to, work out and keep their body in shape, all right? And why? Because they got to try on certain types of clothes. They got to do all of that stuff. And they want to look good. All right. You want to look good. You want to meet what the folks that are selling the clothes or trying to sell clothes or items or whatever, they want an attractive model in there. So, I got to take care of myself. I got to take care of my skin. I got to eat right. I got to exercise. I can't just go out there and be some gigantic land whale and think that, people are going to be interested in me at all. All right. So models do this stuff all the time. She's a model. All right. Shin is a model. So, and then the video game folks, they understood, this is what our people are going to want. They're going to want an attractive character to use when they're playing. All right, let's go find the most attractive character we can. We can take care of the face, but let's find an attractive body to model off of. I don't get what the controversy is. It's funny, man. But yeah, all of these people are crying and complaining. Now, Dr. Poppy Wild, she's explaining the male gaze isn't so simple in video games. If we're thinking about gaze as creating a subject position, it isn't the same as just looking at an object because the avatar is kind of an active subject in that as well. Based on the trailers, Eve seemed a rather active participant, but the recently released demo paints a different picture. While Eve may demonstrate mastery in combat, outside of battle, her absent personality makes her more dull than action figure. I don't get that, all right? The lack of performance attached to Eve's body has already been noted by internet culture writer Gita Jackson. Eve doesn't seem to have any reaction to her own sexiness. This is so stupid, man. These people are idiots, man. It's a fucking character in a video game. What is wrong with these people? There's no knowing facial expressions, no flipping of her ponytail, which players can shorten in the option menu. She has no idle animation, except when she's on a ladder, she just stands there. She's sexy, but doesn't know it. She's athletic and acrobatic, but entirely controllable. If she did know, or if she could move for herself, It would shatter the illusion of many of the gamers championing her because she would have the agency to be able to reject them rather than simply be controlled by, oh my God, rather than simply be controlled by them. So they think that, you know, the problem with this character is that she doesn't have any facial expressions where she can turn around and flip her head and reject the male gaze that's gazing upon her or whatever. You know, again, man, this is why we can't have nice things. These clowns are mad that she doesn't have idle animations, all right? That she doesn't stand there like checking her watch and tapping her feet like Sonic the Hedgehog or something, you know? She doesn't have any agency of her own in the game because she's just a video game character. Yeah, she's a video game character. The agency belongs to the player, not to her, all right? She doesn't get to reject the male gaze and all of that. She doesn't get to do that in the game, all right? We ain't here for all of that. Man. But again, these are the writers, you know, the internet culture writers or the yo-yo that wrote this article. Like, that's who these people are. It's not about making games less sexy. It's about making games more sexy for more people. Well, again, they're playing to this, all right? I'm sorry if y'all don't get it, all right? You can only do so much, all right? It's like, just make a game more sexy for more people. Like, nah, we just going to play to this 93%, this gigantic slice of the world. All right, we're going to play to that. You guys can just work your way around this. You know, sorry. I mean, we're not going to be able to just make it sexy for everybody. You know, we're going to play to the biggest demographic we got. All right. And guess what? The male gaze is it. Like, more guys play video games, especially these type of video games, than anything. You know, like, I think somewhere in this article, yeah, right, it says, based on social media responses to news about Eve's body and outfits, clips of the way her bums and thighs jiggle as she climbs ladders, all of this amid the pushback against games that feature diverse characters and bodies, a lot of straight men seem to be assuming themselves as the rightful target of not just Stellar Blade, but video games in general. Statistics show this just isn't true. As of 2023, around 50% of people play video games are women. All right, what games are they playing, though? All right. Animal Crossing, you know, like, what are they playing? Again, the types of games that you're making here, if you're making Stellar Blade, all right, who's playing that game? You know, like, what are they playing? Are they playing like stuff on their phones, little games on their phones, Pokemon Go, like that kind of crap? Like, what are they playing? What video games are they playing? They don't answer that question. A shift up assuming an audience of men and leaning into the male game so explicitly is, in essence, a marketing move that purposely others at a huge number of potential players. Yeah, again, who's playing games like Stellar Blade? You know, go find out that statistic. Because, yeah, just to be games in general, that doesn't tell you anything, all right? Yeah, I know chicks that play Mario. They love all the Mario games, and they play them to death. That's Mario, all right? It has a certain demographic of people that's going to rock with that game. There's a certain demographic of people that play Madden. Who's playing Madden more than that? Is it men or women? Is it 50-50 men and women playing Madden? No. Okay. I don't even need to tell you that for you to know that. It's not. So, like, why are we going down these phony numbers? Like, it's the gaslighting again, folks. They love to gaslight. They love to try to spin the narrative, a false narrative, any way they can to justify their position. These people are clowns and they're idiots, all right? Utterly ridiculous. If producers want to create video games that are only intended for male audiences, it's really unwise because they are alienating a huge demographic, Wild says. With Gamergate, it was this idea of you taking away our culture. It's not your culture, it's everyone's culture. Women gamers aren't new. Women gamers have always played games. There's a struggle for dominance when there actually has never been a dominance. Yes, there has, okay? Again, a lot of women that play games, and I'm not saying that there won't be no women out there at all that will play or won't play Stellar Blade. I'm not saying that. There clearly will be. But that demographic is so tiny, it's like it's hardly worth talking about, all right? It's probably worse than this, okay? It's probably worse than this, right? It's like 93% of the people that are rocking with this game are probably going to be guys. Somewhere in that direction, you know? But anyway, man, this is just like dumb, man. These people just... Yeah, but anyway, shout out to Shift Up. Good job. All right. Congratulations on assuming correctly. All right. Well done, guys. All right. You nailed it. All right. You didn't drop the ball. You understood the assignment. And that's what we want. All right. We want creators that understand their audiences, know who they're making the games for, know who they're making the movies and the films for. That's what we want. We want creators that understand the fans. All right. That listen to the fans instead of just going off on their own merry way and then becoming morons that write articles like this. All right. Women have always played games. Yeah. Okay. All right. Like I can remember coming up, man. Yeah. Women played games or girls played games. All right. But it was guys. All right. It's always been a guy's space. And yeah, women are coming in to find the games that they want to play. Absolutely. All right. But, you know, again, playing like Candy Crush, you know, or the little dress game. I know I saw a dress game on one side. Like, nobody's playing that. Guys aren't playing that. That's the girls. Women are playing those games and let them play those games. I have no problem with it. Yeah. But for guys, the games that we like, yeah, give us some more Stellar Blade. All right. Give us some of that Eve's body, okay? And we good with it. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.